Hello, mis amigos, yo soy H and we're back with another episode of Major Minor Mobile Edition. Where we last left off, we went on Righty's and Keela's team, and we talked to the assassins, which is dumb. We are going to see why the mailbox was empty, and PB is hiding something. That all didn't make sense, but I'm going with it. Let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, in the comfort of your own tavern room. Oh, it looks so cozy. So old. It took a few hours before the tavern came to a lull. I'm assuming it was last call or something like that. I heard many doors open and close as things got quiet, including the rooms of Andy and Conrad. Were they going to sleep? Or were they going to listen in case something happens? I'm suddenly a little paranoid that I'm being watched. Oh well. It's not like I was doing anything illicit. Well, okay. Big words. Big words. I love big words. Big words. Hurts my brain. I made myself comfortable in the luxurious bed. I'm not sure if I dozed off or fell asleep. But before I knew it, I was jerked. So hard. That's what he said. I was jerked into coherence. There was a loud knocking at my door. I took crooked steps toward it, utterly grogging. I rub my eyes in the effort to make my vision clearer. The knocking starts to get more vigorous in nature. I can hear someone panting on the other side. It sounds like somebody is panicking. This kicks me into high gear and I rush to the door. But when I open it, I'm not sure who it is. He pants heavily as he closes the door behind him. He locks it as well. Andy, Conrad? This guy? Hello? Are you guys sleeping or something? I thought you were supposed to watch? That's a little concerning. Sorry. I promise you no harm. I could explain. Please, listen. Whew, I need to work on my aerobics. He presses his back against the door. I'm assuming so nobody can open it with him in place. He holds up a piece of torn fabric. It's stained with blood. What? My master went insane. He attacked me. He tried to kill me. You're a liar. I ran to the nearest place I could find. What about Indy's or Conrad's? I opened my mouth to call for Indy and Conrad. He gasped and stepped forward, urging me to keep quiet. He says he doesn't want anyone to know where he is. He steps towards the middle of the room. He places his hand on his head in confusion. Why? Why would he do this to me? Blair was always a kind master. You're a liar. You were talking with PB last episode. You're a liar. Blair. That's the one Indy and Conrad wanted to oust. He attacked his servant. Why would he do that? Suddenly I realized the urgency of this situation. If anything, this man's testimony could be invaluable. I asked him his name and give him mine in return. Of course. My name is Riley. Thank you for your shelter, Taylor. I nod. I start to feel uncomfortable near the door. I move away and place him between the door and myself. I stand up against the wall, my back pressed against it. I won't be here long, I promise. I just need to gather my bearings. It was a shocking thing, you know? It's all just thrown me for a loop. You never expect these things to happen. It's so sudden. And I'm just scared. I noticed his demeanor suddenly changed. Almost like his panic vanished in an instant. He seemed to calm down rather quickly. Rather concerningly. He starts unzipping his pants and no. He places his bloodied fabric on the floor. Why in the world would he do that? I decide to ask him what he's doing. Sorry. It's just making me relieve this. I gotta get it out of my hands for good. Or else I'll keep dwelling on what happened. He stands up and looks me in the eye. And it needs to look like you struggled. You'll have to forgive me for this. In that moment, in an instant, he's upon me. He pins me against the wall, squeezing my throat. Oh, this is getting very sexual. Calm down, game. Whoa. Whoa now. Oh, I mean, I won't complain. I mean, I start to panic and try to kicking him off, but I can't. He uses his own feet to keep mine in place. Shh. I try to pry his hands off my throat, but he's strong. I start to lose my strength, my vision fading. I slide down the wall as my body becomes weak. He growls fiercely as I start to lose consciousness. Indian Conrad, you are terrible! What the why? You would let this happen to me! The protector, the creator, the master. How dare you? The last thing I notice is the look on his face. He displays pure regret, like he didn't want this. In the last few moments, I hope that someone rescued me, but it doesn't happen, and my vision fades for good. Sleep well, Savior. Fuck you, and fuck you, Indian Conrad. Oh, I presume you're talking to Ryo. I didn't remember his name, so good thing you had it right there. Well then, Ryo. Things are becoming more complicated. Many men aspire to usurp my throne, and this time they're getting close. Closer than I ever experienced.
It's almost like a game to them, but it's trivial in the face of our goal. It's fun to watch, though. It seems that Riley suspects you, but his theories are incredibly wrong.
Indeed. Our fault for being secret. People think that I have something to hide, or that I bear some sort of ill intent. Perhaps I should have been open about this. It would have been more noble, at least.
Noble, yes, but not fun. I like the ideal of keeping it secret.
Ryo, my goal here is not to have fun. I seek a very important change.
But my end of the bargain still stands.
Yes, Earth is yours to play with. I have no need for it anymore. Not while Taylor is present on Terra.
Well, about that. I'll be sending Taylor back to Earth, at least for the time being.
And leave Keela? My boy? What? No! No, my boy! What's my boy? What the? And Righty too. And also the assassins are here. They could kill Keela. What the fuck? That's my boy. How dare you?
Why? They have to keep up appearances. I can't just rob them from their home. We have to jungle here, Vasquez. They have 2 lives to live now. But don't worry, I'll bring them back. I just have a plan of my own to enact.
God damn you, Ryo.
A plan of your own. Indeed. Life on Tokyo is going to change. Things were just too boring before. I decided to shake it up a little bit.
You're the Midnight Murderer. No. God damn it, so many theories. Are you the Midnight Murderer? Or is Vasquez, sorta, in a way? Now, it's either one of you. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right here, right now.
I see. You'll find out what I mean soon enough. Things will get harder for Taylor, but it will help him realize their role. Being the savior isn't always fun and games. A great danger will soon befall Tokyo, and it will claim the lives of many more.
I hate you both. Where am I? And what's going on? I remember getting choked unconscious by Riley. But then why am I still conscious? I feel awake and disconnected. It's like my spirit left my body or something. I'm still fully aware of my surroundings, or at least the lack thereof. Even so, I feel disconnected from my body. Like you're back on Earth? Or in the place that only you and Ryo can go to, which I don't remember where it is or what it's called. Is this death? Man, I hope so. This game would be so less confusing. I feel a large rush of speed, much like the first time I was sent to Terra. This time, I'm able to bear the pain more easily. And as it subsides, I hit solid ground with a thud, and then blood splattered everywhere and I'm dead. First, my sense of touch returns. I'm face down in some sort of carpet. Wait, the hotel room carpet. Back on Earth? And my sense of sight returns. This fact is confirmed. Oh god. Is Keela just there? Just there with a body? Just the body? Oh, I hope not. My instincts want me to rise to my feet, but as it stands, that's currently impossible. I try to move my hands, but they're frozen stiff. And I mean it in a literal sense. I'm so cold. How long was I lying here? Did the hotel not have any heating? After strenuous effort, I'm able to move one finger, and then soon after, I can move another, then another. I focus on this until I can move all of my digits. When this is through, I have control of my hands. I use them to push myself up, and then soon after, I can move my feet as well, bring myself up to a standing position. That was odd. Almost like I had to defrost. Ooh, that sounds fun. I scanned the room and noticed Keela is lying on the floor. We're in the same spot as we were before. Like we had to move since the news report came on. And how long has it been since then? Do the maids or servants or whatever not check the hotel rooms? Like, what the fuck? We could have been dead to you guys, and just nothing. You're just like, oh, another midnight death, whatever. Had plenty of those last weekend. Well, next room. Really? Really? But Sun enters the room through a nearby window. It's not night anymore. Day has broken. I rush over to his body and kneel down beside him. I give him gentle shakes while I call out his name. He's frozen stiff, just like I was before. He's cold to the touch, like a lifeless corpse. I start to panic and shake him even more. My voice becoming more desperate as I call out to him. He's still on Terra. But I knew it! I called it though. Since we were there on Terra, and they said you go from Earth to Terra, or your conscience does in a way, your body's still on Earth. So I figured we were dead in a way. So since Keela's still on Earth, this proves my point. Not on Earth, Terra. This proves my point. He's dead here. In a way, because he's frozen, and it hasn't said anything about air conditioning in the hotel or no heating or anything, but, well, the no heating, yeah. But still, it's like he's dead. If that ever made sense. After a few straight minutes of this, he starts to move. Oh. Okay. Never mind. He follows the same procedure as myself. First the fingers, then the hands, and so on. Moments pass, and he stands up in confusion. Keela, my boy. What happened? Did I just... Yes, you are on Earth. Why that is, I have no idea, but we're here. He rubs his eyes like he's waking up after a long sleep. He lets out a yawn and a stretch, utterly confused. Just like me. My body's so stiff. Mine is as well, but I brush that fact aside. There are more important matters at hand. I ask Keela what he remembers about last night. Clace. I must have passed out in shock. I think it's all a blur. Oh no, he doesn't remember Terra. He doesn't remember Terra. My boy doesn't remember Terra. He doesn't remember the good time we were going to have saving some guy in a jail. I forget his name, but don't worry about that. Yeah. Please tell me that this isn't true. If he died, then what happens to us? I don't want to go home, Taylor. Yeah, he really doesn't remember. I must have been dreaming. Please tell me I was dreaming. In a way, yes and no. He grips my shoulder and shakes me a few times. It's like he's demanding something he knows isn't real. But I can't let him live in some sort of fantasy world. He has to know the truth of what happened. And so, I let him know that it was true. Clace passed away last night. He was murdered. No. Yes, that's what happened. I want him to come back. We have to bring him back. He's dead. He's dead. I'm sorry. He's dead. Just like how the servants of this hotel thought we were dead and did nothing about it. I'm not sure how to respond to him. It's very clear that he's in denial. He starts to pace around the room, talking to himself. Soon enough, it seems like he's forgotten that I'm here. But that's not the only thing he's forgotten. I realize that Clace's death is all he remembers. He doesn't even mention Terra like it never happened. Why would he forget if I remembered? Because you're the savior. He's not. Does this have to do with me being the savior? If so, then why was he even brought at all? It's very confusing. And I skipped the arc this time. I have no idea why. And I'm filled with questions. I thought I was needed in Terra. To save it. I can't believe it. I wanted to see that man again. Rio? How could I go about rescuing Kaylin if I'm on Earth? Something about this just doesn't add up. Especially if Keela was right about this time difference. I have to get back there as soon as possible. There's no telling what could happen in my absence. I could have sworn they said it was impossible to leave. That Terra was a one-way street, and I'd be stuck. None of this Rio helped you. Before I can get too deep into thought, my phone rings. God damn you, phone. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to have a monologue here. Who the fuck is it? Hello? I pick it up instinctively and greet the other end. The ringing seems to shoot Keela back into reality. I know he zones out. That was something else. Hey there, Tyler. Jade is on her way to pick you up. She said she'll be there in 5 minutes. And don't turn on the TV, alright? I'm not sure if you heard the news or not, but the media is making a lot of stuff up. Better way to talk to Singe in person. He's making public statements soon, too. Probably best if you wait until then. Either way, I have to go. See you soon. Dude, we know he's dead. Don't lie to us. Don't you fucking dare. Clace was going to be the star of the show. And now he's dead. You trying to act like he's not. You guys are dicks, you know that? He abruptly hangs up the phone. I could hear lots of voices in the background. Things must be getting hectic for those to Clace. I wonder if things would get hectic for us as well. Things were starting to get complicated and unclear. I started to wonder what faded away to Keela myself. You know what? That just reminds me. Does this place even have servants that clean the rooms or anything? Or is it just the person at this security desk and the CEO? Or the boss? Or whatever? Is that it? If so, this hotel is bad. I don't know why that came on my mind. It just did. Hey, who was that? Don't worry. Before I can answer him, my phone rings again. God damn you, what do you want? Before I can answer him, my phone rings again. I pull it out of my pocket. This time it's a text, but the contents of it send shivers down my spine. I'm watching you. Oh, that is creepy. What? Who could this be? Why are they saying this? It has to be some kind of prank. Well, again, nothing, don't worry. I let Keela know that it was just Rook. He said that Jade will be picking us up shortly. Singe will be telling us the full story. Actually, we should already be downstairs. Alright, see you down there then. He runs off as fast as he can. I can tell that he's in denial. He clearly doesn't want to talk about this. But after all that's happened, I can't blame him. Before leaving, I close all the blinds. I guess that text message got the better of me. Even if it was a joke, it would leave anyone scared. I leave the room with paranoia eating away at me. I make my way down to the lobby. As soon as I get there, I see Keela exiting the hotel. He seems to be in a hurry, scurrying away. He can run, but of course, he can't run forever. I start to follow him, but quickly bump into someone. I take a step back and apologize to the woman, but then I realize I've seen them before. Under the exact same circumstances as well. Is it? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, my girl. I mean, my dudette. Cha, bro. Cuck! I mean, sorry.
You.
Me.
Oh, my apologies. That was rude. I was just surprised to see you here. Tokyo must be smaller than we think.
Indeed.
So, you're staying here too?
Yes, madam, I am. What room would you be staying in, would that be? Cuck! Well, sorry. It's just, the stuff is slipping out of my mouth. It just falls out. I'm so sorry. I nod, knowing that Rook said it was expensive. If she can afford it. Just who is this woman? The beautiful, beautiful dream that I've always wanted to have, but never could.
You can call me Max. It's short for Maxine, but don't say that. It sounds strange in this day and age.
I'm sorry, Max.
I'm here for business. And let's just say, my company isn't cheap. Only the best when it comes to travel.
Hell yeah, Max. You mind, let's go fuck. I mean, that's not a furry! The way she says this implies she owns a company. That's definitely impressive, and she seems very young. Young, but not too young, you know what I'm saying.
I see you're on your way out. I'll let you go on with your busy day. I didn't mean to hold you up or anything. Perhaps if I see you again, we'll talk. It would be nice to get more acquainted. Not just anybody can stay in this hotel.
I mean, yeah. I mean, duh. I can afford this company. I mean, this hotel. It's not like I get to stay here for free. I mean, I got money too. Hell yeah. And we can talk about business and other stuff that business people do. Cha, yeah.
But I'm sure you have a story to tell. And I have all the time in the world.
She walks away from me with a smile. As she does, she plays with the gear on her necklace. It feels like I've seen that before. It stands out to me. You mean the gear in the title screen? Is that the connection? I'm so confused with this game! And even more confused on my commentary. I change my course back to the exit. Before I can get there, I bump into another beautiful woman. My phone rings again, or that. It's a text message. As the tone doesn't repeat, I'm extremely hesitant, given what happened before. But unlike Keela, it wasn't in my nature to avoid things. This time, the universe will not sway in your favor, but mine. What? Is this Rio? Or is this place from somewhere that dead people go to? I'm guessing Terra. Is this Vasquez? Who the hell is this? Is this the mayor? Is this the mayor of Terra? Mayor. Come on now. Come on, you know I live on Earth. Come on, don't mess with me. This doesn't make any sense. I can't believe it. It seems to be written with knowledge of my power. But I've never told anyone about my situation. Does someone on Earth know what's going on with me? I can no longer hope that this is a joke. There is more at play here than I know. Someone, somewhere, isn't being honest with me. I exit the hotel, I meet up with Keela, and we enter the limo together. I do all this knowing that I'm being watched, and that is much harder than it sounds. Chapter 4. The Stages of Grief. Okay. Is that, wait, there's stuff back there. Are we gonna meet a new character? I mean, I know I saw the character next to the doctor person thingamajigger, but is this new character gonna be main point to the plot? or just another voice that I'm going to be terrible with remembering and doing. As soon as we enter, we take our seats. The first thing I notice is that we are not alone. Rather than the front, Inumi sits in the back. But he's not alone. He's sitting with someone new. Since I never met them, I introduce myself.
I know who you are.
Oh. I contemplate whether or not to offer him my hand. But at first glance, he doesn't seem like that type. As I've learned, not everyone is into handshaking.
You're the lucky two. That requires a lot of dedication, you know. But that is the trait I admire most.
He gives a wide smile to Keela and myself. He offers me his hand. I guess I was wrong. I accept, and he leads me with a firm grip. Keela, however, does not, and remains seated. I let this man know that Keela is in shock, especially after the events that happened last night.
Oh, those? I understand. It must not be easy. By the way, you can call me Acheron. I was hired to ensure your safety. I'm told that you will learn more shortly. I'll refrain from giving anything away. Leaking information would be irresponsible.
He reclines back in his chair with a relieving sigh. So we have someone to protect us now. That's awesome! Suddenly, not as worried about those text messages. He looks equipped enough to take on any trouble. Hell yeah. Do you have the bat belt? If not, then I'm going to be a little worried. Because the bat belt has anything. The utility belt, that's what it is. I mean, he has batarangs, sprays, bat dildos. I mean, I just said that, okay. But I still feel very sorry for Keela. He's acting odd. I'm sure that given the time, he'd come around. At this point, Jade starts up the limo and drives away. I'm not sure how long it will be until we arrive, but I need to sort all this out of my head. It's crazy. So, from what I can tell, I'm now being watched, but this person seems to know about my power as well. That perplexes me, because I thought it was a secret. In fact, I never told a single soul about the Ark. Maybe I wasn't the only one who's been to the Ark. There was more to this, and I just needed to know. Hopefully I will learn more as the day progressed. And with Acheron to protect us, I'd be safe. I take a deep breath and close my eyes. At this point, Inumi breaks the silence. Hey! I always forget voices. What the fuck? Hey, I got a question, Tyler. What's 75 multiplied by 110?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A woman asked me earlier. I didn't know.
I don't know either. Whoa. I was not in a state good for mental math. And no matter what, that was just an odd thing to ask. Maybe he found the silence in the limo a little awkward.
It's 8,250, Inumi.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so cool. You're smart. My big brother used to help me with this, but he was just so busy all the time.
That's quite nice of your brother. I'd like to meet him, Inumi.
It was Clace.
Ha! Ha! Let's change the subject! Yeah!
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Oh, I have an idea.
Hmm?
You could take over and teach me math. The teachers always said it was important. It could save your life, they told me.
I suppose that's true.
It didn't say Keela's. Not Keela's, Clace's. Too soon? Yeah, I figured.
We'll have to see what happens. There's a lot on the table now. I'm looking forward to Sinja's speech. The silence will be broken by an official. He's the most qualified to speak about this.
Sinja's really smart. He knows what to say to make people happy. Maybe he can help make me happy again.
Yeah, it was never easy losing a loved one. But I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Not while you're on my side, Inumi.
He reaches over and rubs the top of Inumi's head. Aw, so nice. His hair gets messed up, but he enjoys it. A wild smile appears on the previously sad face. So nice. So nice. Okay. Now that makes me happy. I was scared for all of our safety. I was worried we'd be next or something.
Not on my watch, okay?
Unless you're the murderer. I'm calling it now. I'm just kidding.
Everyone will be fine.
Unless I'm not kidding.
He smiles again.
Like everything is completely fine. Next thing you know, this just in, the town of Tokyo was now destroyed. Back to you, Jim. Akron was really nice, though his cold exterior. I feel bad for judging him at his first glance earlier, and Inumi seemed like he'd be fun to hang out with. Before we could continue talking, the limo stops. That wasn't as long of a ride as I expected. Inumi gets up to leave, but Akron quickly interjects.
Not now, Inumi. Please let me go first. It would be rude to expose you to danger. I'll make sure the coast is clear, okay?
Wow. What a gentleman, after my own goddamn heart. I'm sorry, Conrad. He's such a gentleman. He's definitely good at what he does. As he said, he leaves the limo first. A few months pass, and he waves us all out. I'm glad that the coast is clear, danger-free. It was a time to get some answers, and meet Singe. Inumi scoots out first, and after that, I follow behind. Keela seems like he's still lost in his own little world, but eventually he follows, and expressionless as a ghost. Outside, we're greeted to the site of our home base. I guess this is where we'd spend most of our time. It looks beautiful, with a complex modern design. And that's where I'm going to end on this episode. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hasta, love you, duh, baby. Ooh, burps.